My wife has a peculiar habit. She likes to take showers at night. No matter how many times I've told her not to, she still does it. She often ends up catching a cold or getting a fever every few days, thanks to going to bed with wet hair. When I try to stop her, she gives some half-baked reasoning like, a shower before bed keeps both the body and mind fresh. It helps me sleep peacefully. In the early days of our marriage, we used to argue about this, but now I don't say much anymore. Still, I can't stand her getting sick every few days. So, I came up with another plan to scare her out of the habit. Like every other day after she finished all the house chores and went into the bathroom to shower, I quickly rushed up to the roof. According to my plan, I poured red dye into a water tank and then quietly came back and sat on the bed. From the bathroom, I could hear her humming a song while the water flowed steadily from the shower. I sat on the bed waiting eagerly, like a thirsty bird longing for rain, hoping to hear her scream in horror from inside. But the scream never came. After a while, she stepped out of the bathroom, looking rather cheerful, a towel wrapped from her chest to her thighs, her long wet hair dripping water onto the floor. Seeing me, she frowned and said, "What's the rush? Can't you wait your turn?" I had barely stepped in when you started banging on the door. I was confused. When did I knock on the door? I've been sitting here since you went in. Don't lie. Every time I go to shower, you start acting weird. Go now, the bathroom's free. I thought maybe a gust of wind had hit the bathroom door, making it sound like someone was knocking. I didn't argue. Quietly got up and went to freshen up. But when I turned on the tap, crystal clear water came out. Had I accidentally poured the dye into another apartment's water tank? While pondering this, I went back to sit on the bed again. But if it were someone else's tank, there would have been a commotion in that apartment by now. The thought didn't make much sense. The next morning, I went up to the roof to check the tank and was shocked. It was still full of water, and it was bright red. But how was that possible? We'd used plenty of water the night before, yet only clear water had come out from the taps. I decided to let go of the whole scare tactic idea and drained the tank completely. Then I went off to work. That night, after work, the usual routine followed: dinner, chores, everything done. Then, like always, Sarah took a towel and headed into the bathroom to shower. But this time, just moments after she stepped inside, a blood-curdling scream rang out from the bathroom. She was calling my name in terror. I leapt out of bed, tried opening the bathroom door. It was locked. No response. I had to use the spare key. When I finally got the door open, what I saw froze me. Sarah was lying unconscious on the bathroom floor, completely unclothed. Water was pouring down on her in a steady stream, but it wasn't water. It was blood red, the same red liquid I thought I had drained earlier. How was this happening? I had emptied the tank that morning. I wrapped a towel around her, splashed water on her face until she regained consciousness. As soon as she did, she clung to me in terror, burying her face in my chest. I carried her out to the bed and sat her down. Her whole body was trembling with fear, and she was clutching my hand tightly. When she had calmed down a little, I asked her what had happened. In a shaky voice, she said, "While I was showering, I suddenly felt someone touch my shoulder." She turned around in shock and saw the water coming down in a stream of red, like blood. That's when she screamed. Then she added, in a voice choked with fear, "Pias, we're not alone in this house. I've felt them before. They're here." Her voice began to slur as she spoke the last few words. I held her close and whispered, "Everything's going to be okay. Just close your eyes and try to sleep. I'm right here." It took a long time for her to calm down. I laid her down, and she eventually fell asleep. Once she was resting, I tiptoed into the bathroom and turned on the tap again, clear water. But just minutes ago, I had seen it. We both had seen it, red water gushing down from the shower. Could two people hallucinate the same thing at the same time? I turned the tap off and stepped back out of the bathroom, only to feel a chill run down my spine. Sarah wasn't lying, even if the red water was some illusion. The 5 distinct finger marks on her shoulder were not. The end.